Hello, Gartner employees. This is Brian Skinner. Today's topic is a Mega Backdoor Roth 401k conversion. Say that 10 times fast. A mouthful, I get it, but let's dive into it. But first, before we do that, who is this video most applicable for? This strategy is ideal for someone who is already maxing out their 401k at either $23,000 or $30,000 if they're over 50. If you have the cash flow to save additional dollars for retirement, higher earning, you're a good saver, then this is an absolute video must for you. Mega Backdoor Roth planning can be incredibly valuable. It needs to be taken seriously because it opens up so many doors for you down the road when it comes to distribution, while also allowing you to keep more of your total return by not having to pay portions of it to the government. So let's start with 401ks in general. As an employee, you can contribute $23,000 per year, or $30,000 if you're over the age of 50. Gartner matches you 4%, up to a maximum of $7,200. So say you did $30,000 because you're over 50, you got the $7,200 match from Gartner, now you're at $37,200. The true maximum in a 401k per the IRS is $69,000 if you're under 50, $74,000 if you're over 50. So now you've maxed out both those options, you're sitting at $37,000. So how do you get extra dollars in to get to that true maximum? This is where the backdoor Roth strategy comes into play. When you log into your net benefits account under the Fidelity Benefits page, and when you go to your contributions for your 401k, you will see you have three options. You have a pre-tax account, you have a Roth account, and you have an after-tax account. The after-tax account is the least advantageous of the three. But this is what you will be doing once you've maxed out in either the pre-tax and the Roth side up to your $23,000 or $30,000 depending on your age. So take the difference of $37,000 to $74,000, so an additional $35,000+. You're going to take that dollar amount and find the percentage that it equates to as part of your total income and put that percentage into your after-tax portion of your 401k contribution page. You want to fill up that bucket. So between the combination of your pre-tax or Roth, your after-tax, and your company match, you're getting to either that $69,000 or $74,000. Now, why would you do this? The alternative to putting the money into the after-tax bucket, if you're a good saver and you have the cash flow to do so, is saving the money in a taxable brokerage investment style account that is outside of the 401k plans, not tax sheltered. As you have capital gains, dividends, and interest, that gets taxable to you each year. And eventually when you sell it, if you have a large capital gain, you can pay a 15 or all the way up to 23.8% tax on that gain. So what we want to do is fill up that after-tax bucket, and then one time per year, they allow you to do a conversion of those dollars, taking those dollars from the after-tax side, and you can move them to the Roth bucket. Now the Roth bucket's really powerful because you don't have to pay taxes on dividends, interest, and gains while it's inside of the plan, but more importantly, you don't have to pay taxes when you take a distribution out of your plan. So say you had $500,000 in your Roth 401k bucket. When you retire one day, if you took $100,000 out one year, it does not show up on your tax return at all. It's like you made $0 from a taxable income perspective. It's really, really powerful. So the absolute return from two like-to-like investments in a taxable brokerage account versus a Roth 401k account, the Roth 401k account will end up with more dollars, especially after 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, because there is no tax drag from paying taxes each year on gains, interest, dividends. Then eventually all of that distribution comes out to you tax-free. I want to take this one step further beyond just the savings from a tax perspective and how you can have higher take-home on your growth in a Roth plan versus a taxable investment account or an after-tax 401k account. I want to take it to how do you use these Roth dollars once you are in retirement. Just remember, the planning you do today will set you up to have maximum choice and flexibility when it comes to actually taking dollars of these plans years down the road. So say you want to retire before the age of 65 and you don't have health insurance. Everyone's number one concern if they do that. What do I do for health insurance? There's a tax credit available today that is priced based on your income. And so say you're 62 and you're taking all the distributions from the Roth 401k bucket that you have, those dollars don't show up on your tax return. It's possible that you might have an income on your tax return that's less than $20,000, which means you would be paying potentially $100 a month for health insurance as opposed to $1,500 a month. And that's all from a tax credit that you qualify for based on income, not on assets. That's a huge, huge deal. You could have millions of dollars saved. How you qualify for these tax credits is based on your income in that given year. There's all sorts of other things that work the same way. How your Social Security is taxed when you are in retirement. What capital gains rate do you pay? You could potentially be paying a 0% capital gains rate. There are things around Medicare. What you pay for your Medicare Part B is based on your taxable income on your tax return. You could be paying 3 times as much for Medicare Part B than your neighbor is with the exact same coverage because it's all about your income. Your Social Security taxability, how much of your Social Security is actually subject to taxation, is also based on your income. Roth accounts will help you keep that potentially much lower. Now you can only put in the $23,000 or the $30,000 on the employee side, but this is how you can put in more money. You can get more and more dollars into that Roth 401k plan. One thing to look out for when you do that conversion is, say you put in the after-tax money all the way through the year, say it was $35,000, and then at the time when you converted it in December, that $35,000 was worth $40,000. That $5,000 gain you had above your contribution, that will be taxable to you as income in the year that you do the conversion. It'll show up on your tax return. So you will pay tax on that growth. The trade-off is definitely worth exploring for the reasons that we talked about. You can have higher like-to-like take-home on your growth from a taxable account versus a Roth 401k plan. And it's all about the flexibility that it will give you when it comes time to do retirement distribution. My expertise is retirement distribution planning and working with people 50 plus. And how do you take these different buckets of dollars and optimize them as you withdraw money out? For a long, long time, you've been working towards saving and building that nest egg. And as you get closer to retirement or into retirement, it's about how do you tax efficiently withdraw from that nest egg. And implementing a strategy like this will help you enormously towards that goal. Of course, you have to review it, the tax ramifications for you, your savings plan, your cash flow, how it aligns with your goals. But it's definitely something to consider, especially if you're a saver and you have the cash flow to support it. So that is our video today, Mega Backdoor Roth 401ks. If you have questions about it, and I understand it is sort of a dense topic, but it is really, really valuable as well. I would not want you to overlook it. If you have more questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Just take a look at the website. There's a link to book a scheduled time with us, and I can go through all the nuances to it and get you pointed in the right directions. Have a great day.